Hello, we are live. Welcome, everyone. Happy Friday. This is a live angel channeling video, which I couldn't think of a better way to end the week than to hang out, tune into the angels, talk to the angels, see what's coming up for you, see what guidance is coming through. This is one of my favorite things that I get to do a couple times a month instead of the Angels Guild. But I'm bringing that here on YouTube because I just love doing YouTube live streams. It's just the best way to hang out with you all and to spend time with you. And this community is just so beautiful and so powerful. And I'm just so excited. So, hello, everyone. Welcome. Let me see. Everyone is saying hello from New York City. Yay. I guess someone left a message when they were before. That's awesome. I love that. Okay, cool. I didn't even know you could leave things in the chat before I went live. That is super cool to see. Hugo, welcome. Hello, Jesse. Yes, it's my absolute pleasure. So happy that you are here. Hi, Faith. Good to see you. Jen, welcome. Mike is here. Lucy, Jackie. Yay. So happy to see you all on here. This is, like I said, in case you missed the beginning, this is just a live channeling, answering your questions, bringing through angelic guidance and support, and whatever it is that you may need to help you with the next step, to encourage you, to support you, to bring you healing, whatever it is. So the way that this works, in case you are new to this, is essentially I just go through the questions as they pop up. Sometimes when there's a lot of questions that come through, I start to just like randomly scroll and see where I'm guided. But I do try to get through as many questions as I can within the time that I have. And really, this is about whatever it is that you're curious about. So whether you want just like a simple thing where it's like, which angels are around me, or you have something specific that you're working through, that you're wanting to step into, then you can ask about that as well. And one of the things too that I always say is that if for some reason I don't get to your question, or if you're watching this on the replay, for example, there's something about the group dynamic that is just so powerful when it comes to receiving guidance and when it comes to the angels even coming through and bringing in their divine energy. And so even if like, let's say you're just listening in, just know that anything that resonates with you, anything that really, even you feel like in your heart, you get chills or whatever, even if I'm sharing something for someone else, if you feel that way, then know that there's something about that message or something about that angel's energy that is there to support you as well. So you can take that for yourself. And just knowing that when we come together in this way, we're amplifying the energy, amplifying that angelic connection. So that is why I love to be here together. So welcome in, everyone, as you are joining. Yay. So happy to see you all today. Oh my gosh. Yes. I just saw Margaret. So true. Interested to see what the theme is today. I know. And there's always like some sort of theme that just like keeps coming up, or there's a certain angel or some angels that come through that are just like keep showing up for people. It's very interesting to witness it. But yay, I'm seeing everyone joining in. Yay. Faye is here. Evie, Eric, Sharice. So good. Hi, Salma. Okay, cool. So good to see everyone joining. So let's jump in. Let's just jump right in. Okay, let's jump right in. One of the things that I did say, I just realized, I think maybe even in the title or like somewhere here, I was like, talking about for healers and what healers want to know and things like that. Obviously, you can ask about anything, anything that's coming up in your life. But I do really feel like there's a lot of angelic guidance and support that comes in, especially for those of you. And I know that, I have these conversations with people so often around like their purpose and their path and what their next steps are and things like that. So So just, knowing that whatever that might be for you, if you're seeking that or if you're on that journey of like, who am I and what am I meant to step into in terms of my next steps or my purpose as a healer, this is a really potent time, it feels like, for that. So if that is where you're at, then I would love to support you through that process. I've been mentoring fellow healers and light workers for the last several years and supporting them on their journey and helping them to open up to their gifts and to their truth and to their light. And so that's just something that I feel really called to bring through in my work personally. But like I said, we can go anywhere today with whatever questions you may have. So go ahead and start posting your questions in the comments section, and I'll just start going through them and see how far we get today. All right, let's see. So the first question that I see coming up is from Lucy saying, any next steps for me? Which angels are around me? Okay, so Lucy, for you, I feel Archangel Jophiel and Archangel Raphael. I feel like they're both coming forward for you. And the first thing that comes through is I actually feel like they're bringing you guidance around having fun, like something that brings you so much joy, something that just feels like you're not doing this for any other reason but simply because it's fun, And I think that sometimes we can get just like in a place where there's always like a bigger purpose, like I got to do this and do this. I know I get this way where I'm just like, okay, got to get this done, this done, this done, this done, and then maybe have a little bit of enjoyment here or like whatever. There's those times in life where we just are so focused on like productivity and just like responsibilities and all that. So I feel like they're bringing through an energy of you going and doing something super fun, like just like really just I'm just going to do this because this is fun and because I just want to and there's no one else, like, you know what I mean? Like you're not the other thing that they're saying is it's like you're not going with what someone else thinks should be what we should do that's fun. It's like what you purely want from your heart. That's what it feels like. And it just feels like this very like joyful, almost like childlike type of energy, type of vibe that's coming through, that's wanting to help you explore whatever that fun activity is for you. So maybe this weekend there's something for you to have fun with. I don't know. So that is what's coming through for you, Lucy. Let me see. Hello, everyone joining in. Okay. Oh, yeah. I saw Rooted in Nature. Tammy. Okay. I'm going to remember that. Tammy, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Salma, I did not see any email from you. So maybe send me another email, or you can use the contact form on my website. Yay. Violet is here. Welcome. Okay. Faith, I see your question. What to expect over the next 3 months, July, August, and September, where to focus, what angels to work with, and definitely anchoring the frequency upgrades received recently. Yes, I love that so, so much. Okay, so over the next 3 months, who is coming forward? So I feel Angel Celeste and I feel Archangel Gabriel as the ones who are coming forward for you, Faith, to support you over these next 3 months. And I feel so the first thing I feel with Archangel Gabriel coming forward for you, and I feel like there's definitely a throat chakra theme kind of thing coming in of supporting you in expression of yourself, is what he's saying specifically, the expression of yourself and bringing through this. What he's saying is deeper alignment with the expressions of your soul. And I feel like that is connected to, it's related to just maybe on a deeper level, like how people see you or what you allow people to see about yourself or about who you are or about your connection and all that. It feels like a deeper level of allowing that to come forward in whatever way. I don't see a specific way. Like I don't see him being like in this particular environment or in this specific situation. It feels more like a natural evolution and just allowing that to be shown to you. And the other thing that I'm seeing is that I feel like there is an invitation for you to consider how do I say this? Like bringing forward a body of work, so to speak, when it comes to the expression of your truth. So what I mean by that is where, if you think about it, for example, I'll use me as an example, right? Like I have this YouTube platform. I've created a platform and it's a space where I can come in and bring through my truth. Okay. So, or if you think about an author, authors write books and the book is like a platform, so to speak, where they can come through and bring through their soul's truth. So think of it in that way where, and I don't see this like immediately happening. I don't see it as like, okay, tomorrow go do this thing. It's over these 3 months. I feel that the development over these 3 months is leading you as you practice. You start off with this practicing your throat chakra, expressing yourself. Maybe it's just in conversation, situations with people in your work. But then I feel like that's going to evolve into a clarity around what this platform might be for you, where you can then show up and express your truth on this deeper level. So whether that is, maybe it's YouTube, maybe it's a book, maybe it's something else, like, you know what I mean? So there's just something, but I feel like they're wanting you to create a space that is yours. Maybe it's a blog, like there's blogging online, like whatever. I'm just throwing out ideas. They're not showing me exactly what it is right now. I feel like that's going to be shown to you as the months unfold, but I do see that that's where they're leading you, like something that you're creating a platform for yourself where you get to show up and express your truth. That is where they want you to go. And that is so, so exciting. I'm so excited for you. Okay. So that's what you can expect over these next 3 months, the development of this next level body of work. I don't want to say new, but like just whatever that next level is for you. Oh, okay. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Let's keep going. Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna just start going through because there's a lot of questions that are coming in. So let me see what it's saying. Oh, creating a platform sounds scary. Don't worry. That's why it's not happening. They're not like, do it tomorrow. Over time. Over time you'll get there. But that is where they're leading you. You're welcome. Erica, you're here. You're not late. You're right on time. We are just we're just getting into all of the things. Okay, let me see. Quick question here. I use the contact form on your website. Did you not see it? Oh, okay. My team manages the contact form. So I'll talk to them and see if something came through there. So I don't actually see the emails. They filter them to me. So I'll make sure that I connect with them so that we can make sure that you're taken care of. Okay, so I'm just gonna do my my mouse scroll. So Violet, the mouse landed on you. So let me see. I don't even know where to start. I feel like a hurricane has been going through my life for a while now. When it rains, it pours and it hasn't stopped for me. Do you see a light and easy street heading my way? Yes. Okay. So I feel Archangel Zadkiel and Archangel Raphael coming forward for you, Violet. And I do feel like the immediate thing, Archangel Zadkiel, I feel like he's bringing in and wrapping you up in the violet flame energy, actually. Talking about Violet and the violet flame, I do feel like he's bringing through that energy for you. And I feel like he's wrapping you up in this. It feels like a soothing energy. It feels like an energy of helping you to bring some like sense of calm and a peace and just this sense of like the support that's here for you spiritually, energetically, and just helping to bring that sense of like it almost feels like a soothing balm for your nervous system in a way. And then with Archangel Raphael, I feel like he's coming forward and he is helping to, so the energy that I'm feeling, because I feel the sense of he's helping to unravel. And the reason why it feels like it's something that's unraveling is because it feels like, whatever the situations are and the circumstances and things that have happened, it feels like there's this tightening that has come in, like almost like, oh, like everything's gotten tight over here. So I feel like he's supporting you in opening back up in this unraveling, but not in a not in a bad way or like a weird way, but just in a way of helping you to open back up again and open back up to this like possibility and to potential and to what is meant for you. So it feels like he's helping you to, it's almost like think of it, yeah, like when we go hide under shelter and then we're just like, I'm just gonna stay here because then I'm protected under here. I feel like he's helping guiding you back out into the light. Like speaking of what you asked in your question, I do feel that, but he's also saying that it's it's a sense of leaning into his presence and his energy and feeling the courage coming through and feeling the it's like the hope and the faith and all that comes through and that awakens you back into it. You know what I mean? So it's not something that it's like you have to choose it. That's what he's saying. Choosing that again and again and again and again. And that's the in some ways that is the hard part because it's like you said, when it rains it pours and it's just nonstop. So it's leaning into his support and his guidance that allows you and supports you in being able to lean in to that hope and faith once more, once again, kind of a thing. Okay. So I hope that helps. And knowing that the angels are with you and they're supporting you and they're wrapping their beautiful wings around you and that all that energy. So yeah. Okay. Yay. And I love the comforting messages from people. Oh, so good. Okay. Let me see. So then as we're down here, Faye, I feel guided to you. So let me see here. My question is, what angels can help me gain clarity to my soul's truth? I feel as though I'm not supposed to continue in my current location. So I feel Archangel Gabriel and Archangel Uriel as the ones who are coming forward for you, Faye. Faye. I almost said Faith. I was just talking to Faith earlier. Faye. And the way that I feel them supporting you specifically with this, and especially when it comes to making a decision like that, like you were saying, like not supposed to continue in my current location. So it feels like with both of them together, the immediate thing is I feel as though they're anchoring energy down through you. Like it almost feels like they're bringing through this level of awareness of truth, but then helping you to anchor it down and feel this sense of energy moving down through your legs, down into the earth, and like grounding you in it, if that makes sense. But really, what's happening is that they are helping you to feel so solid and strong in the truth that you know within you. And sometimes it feels like it's one of those things where sometimes we're just like looking around and what are people's opinions or the environment or what's this current situation and kind of having this sense of like looking outside and the inner voice starts to seem more and more quiet. So I feel like they're helping you to turn inward and feel so strong and solid in what you feel your truth is here that then when you make the move, like let's say you choose to leave that current location, then it's done from a place of so much certainty that there's no like wobble. You know what I mean? And so in that sense too, it helps you with not just having clarity in your soul's truth, but also then being able to express it and expressing that truth and putting it out there and like just communicating whatever that might be for you, what is honoring you, what is true for you, and being able to fully communicate it and stand behind it and not second guess it or go back on it or anything like that, you know? Um, okay, let me see. Let me go to the next one here from Mike because I see here about healer's journey. Since we're talking about healers, I was talking about that earlier. So let me see what Mike has to say. I have been getting downloads concerning my inner vibrational control vibrationally. Are my angels sending me these messages concerning my healer journey? I'm not quite sure to understand what you were saying. So my inner vibrational control vibrationally. So it sounds to me that it's kind of like how, like, either, and maybe you can clarify in the comments afterwards, but I feel, to me, it sounds like you're receiving downloads that have to do with your, either like your vibrational energy, or how you're tuning into frequency, or even that, like, what you're receiving insights feel like they're coming through as like this vibrational energy. Let me know what you're specifically referring to, Mike, if you don't mind. But in general, and I'll just share what's coming up, because I feel like the angels are immediately coming through. I feel Archangel Raphael coming through specifically for you, Mike. And we'll just talk about, yeah, like your journey as a healer, and just anything and whatever they want to share regarding that, and like your connection, which, so, and then actually now as I'm tuning in further, Archangel Raphael, I also feel Archangel Metatron coming through. And I do feel like both of these angels are coming in. And the thing that they're showing me is that you're in a space right now where there's been a lot of like spiritual development or opening up, and a lot of awarenesses, and a lot of things that are coming through. And a lot of just like, when we start, I'm sure you felt this, and many people can relate to this feeling of when you're on the spiritual journey and you're just like, oh my God, like, I'm so excited. I'm learning this and I'm learning that, and this feels so good and whatever. And then sometimes it can feel overwhelming. And sometimes it's one of those things where maybe we feel like, okay, what do I do with all of this information, or what's next? And like, how do I make sense of all these things? And so I feel like, especially so with Raphael, I feel like he's more like, I see him very close to you, like he's walking with you, almost like he feels like, I don't know, like almost like a brother. It just feels like he's this companion. Like, I'm with you, I'm walking with you, and I'm seeing you, and I'm just like supporting you. But then with Archangel Metatron, his energy feels more like a direction. Like, I feel like he's directing the energy now. And this is what it feels like. And I feel like this is often what comes up for people when they start the journey. There's so much information, so many things and awarenesses, and things are opening up and whatever. But then there comes a point where we need to like direct it somewhere. And I feel Archangel Metatron coming through, and I feel like he has that focus energy for you to help you understand how this is meant to actually be integrated and embodied, and how it's actually meant to be like almost like directed through you. You know what I mean? Especially if you've been developing as like a channel and as a healer and all of these things, we become vessels. We become these open channels. But then if we don't have a sense of direction where we're putting it, then it can feel very confusing, or very like, whoa, all over the place, So with Archangel Metatron, Mike, I feel like you're being guided to work with Archangel Metatron and feel his guidance coming in and supporting you in how you're directing the energy. And I see this specifically with sacred geometry. So, and I do have some videos on my YouTube channel about Archangel Metatron, about sacred geometry, so you can check that out. But I do feel like there's a sense of like, for you, I feel like it's claiming and knowing, okay, there's a direction and there's a purpose to all of this, that this isn't all just random. This isn't all just like whatever, like random things and things that I can do or things that I'm able to receive. But there's an actual bigger purpose behind all this. There's a bigger reason why you're able to connect or receive this information, or why energy is coming forward for you in a certain way. There's a way that you're meant to direct it, and in a way that's meant to come through in terms of your purpose, and in terms of your work as a healer, as a light worker. And that's where I feel like that energy is really coming through very strong, where it's guiding that, it's directing that, it's showing you those things. And Archangel Metatron is there to help focus that in. And I feel like the sacred geometry role helps to, it almost feels like it creates like almost like boundaries, if that makes sense. In the sense of, when we work with sacred geometry, it holds a certain frequency and a certain energy. So that way it's like a filter. It's a filter of how energy comes in and what type of energy comes in. And then it also helps you to filter it in a more clear direction. So that is what Archangel Metatron is bringing through for you, Mike. And that's what's going to help you to then be able to bring it through into your healer journey and who you are as a healer. Okay. So I hope that helps and makes sense. I didn't actually look down in the comments to see if you clarified. Okay, let me see. What did you say? Let me see. Information saying I'm in control and I should trust my energy inside. Okay, yes. Okay, I hope that helped. Yeah, you're welcome. Amazing. I'm very close to Raphael. Yeah, I see him like so close to you. Like he's just like with you, like he's walking with you. But yeah, and then just as a separate note for everyone here who is listening, who's tuning in, who's resonating with this energy, especially what I shared about healers and about, this ability, like we start to open up. We know that we're sensitive to energy. We notice that there is this sensitivity to energy, to people, to maybe just like being aware of spirit guiding, supporting, like all of those things, and you're wanting to bring it more into more exactly kind of how to describe it in a more direction sense, and how is it meant to flow through me, and who am I as a healer. I have the healer program, which is currently open for enrollment for just a few more days. And this is my angelic healing certification program. I've been running it for years. It's such a powerful program. And essentially, what it is, it's a pathway for you to follow, where it's not just about learning the skills and tools, which, of course, you're going to do all of that. You're going to learn how to channel with the angels. You're going to learn how to channel energy healing. You're going to learn about how developing your clairs and just like all of these aspects of yourself as a healer. But more than that, and this is where I feel like it takes it to the next level, is that we actually talk about it and what comes through, how it's developing you, is that it also brings to light the specific way in which you're meant to show up as a healer. Because to me, every single healer is unique. And to me, a healer is more than just someone who's working with energy. Like I maybe fall into more of a traditional healer role of like working with energy and channeling energy healing and channeling messages in this direct way. But as a healer, you're here to support people in all sorts of different forms of transformation. And if you're wanting to do that with this very clear channel and very direct connection support with the angels and a very clear sense of what that path is for you, then the healer program is going to guide you into that. It's a combination of studying and like modules and teaching with mentorship and actual guidance and support, and helping it to fit what the teachings are into your unique pathway. So one of the things that we talk about inside of the healer program is also about archetypes, and how there's 3 archetypes, how we all have like a spectrum and different percentages with regards to those archetypes, and what that means for you, what that means for your work, what that means for how you're meant to show up. Again, not every healer is here to do one-on-one sessions with people or teach group programs. For some people, yes, that's what you're here to do. But for others, that is not. And so I don't want you to feel stuck like you're in a box and you have to do things a certain way. That's where healers most of the time get burnt out, is because they think they have to do it this certain way because that's the only way that's been modeled to them. And instead, it's giving you the confidence and the support and the direction to do it your way, because that's the way that you are here to thrive. That's the way that you are here to bring through this divine expression as a healer. So, like I said, this is such a powerful program. I've been running it for years. The next cohort is starting next week, July 2nd. And so right now is your opportunity to come in and be a part of it and be a part of this powerful, powerful energy. You can go to the page. I just put it in the chat. It's in the description below this video. And go check it out. Go read what people have to say about it. There's tons of testimonials and tons of videos on there of people's experiences. So yeah, so that's what I have to share about that. I just wanted to put that out there since we were talking about healers and the healer journey and all that good stuff. Okay, so let's get back into the questions here. Let me see. Okay, I'm just going to, let me see. I'm just scrolling through and seeing where I am guided to go. Okay, so we're going to go with Jen and then Jackie. And then there was another one that came through, Sophia, that I feel guided to go to. Oh, Erica, I just saw your comment. It's worth it, friends. I was in the last one. Oh my gosh, changed so much in my life. I love you, Erica. You're amazing. And yes, it is so life-changing. Absolutely, 1,000%. I've witnessed it. I've seen it. And thank you so much for sharing that. Okay, so let me see. So what did I say? I said Jen, Jackie, Sophia. What's my soul's purpose, next steps, and angels to start working with? Okay, so definitely Angel Celeste. I feel like she's the one who's coming forward for you, Jen. Angel Celeste is amazing to work with when it comes to just following your life's path and what you're here to do. So I feel like that's the first place for you to start. The thing that she is guiding you to specifically look at or focus in on is I do feel her bringing through a connection with your heart chakra specifically, because the image that she's showing me right now is she's like, when you connect with your heart, it almost feels like as though I see you and as though you're like extracting a gift out of your heart. Like there's something here, and it's just like this glowy, shiny energy, and it feels like that's the first thing that she's wanting you to know is that this, whatever this gift is, it's here with you now. And working with Angel Celeste can help you to begin to extract that and move that forward. Because sometimes what happens is that gift, whatever that is, it can be kind of like buried or like kind of deep within our heart. And we're kind of like, well, what is the thing? And I see you praying to Angel Celeste, like meditating with her, just calling on her presence and asking her to be with you. So and what happens is that as we tune into angelic frequencies in this way, it begins to shift how you're perceiving things. It shifts your own energy. It begins to help you in your awarenesses, just in your everyday life, and that's what I feel is going to be the breadcrumbs and the baby steps that are going to guide you and that are going to lead you to where you need to go, in terms of embodying that soul purpose, you know? So, yeah, like the question, what's my soul purpose? That's a loaded question. Unfortunately, I wish it was as easy as just answering it like that. But what is going to help you is for you to begin to call on Angel Celeste and ask her to be with you every day, and just, Angel Celeste, thank you for guiding me and supporting me today. Angel Celeste, help me to unravel the next breadcrumb when it comes to my path. And that sort of a thing where you start to practice that to support you in knowing that that gift is here and bringing it through. If you meditate, you can also meditate on that and ask Angel Celeste, help me to understand what that is and connect with that energy. It often is something that you connect with the energy first before you actually have clarity around what it is, so the energy of what that feels like, it would be the other thing for you to connect with when it comes to that. Okay. Next question here. Jackie, I had a vivid dream where I grew wings while under attack, and Archangel Michael shielded me and defeated the enemy with his sword. Does this mean he wants to work with me? And how can I connect with him? Oh my gosh, I love this. I love that he came through for you in this way, Jackie. And yes, absolutely, he is with you and you can work with him. So the way that he's specifically asking you to work with him is I do feel in meditation specifically. And I see it as though he, like, let's say you're in a meditative state. You call on Archangel Michael, please come in and support me. Please surround me with your energy. The first step is for you to really tune in to his presence. Like, you feel him coming in, he's coming through, and it's just like, okay, he's here. I feel him with me. And then the next level, and practice that as much as, as you need to or as you want to. Like that, if it might sound like a simple step, but that really is going to help you open up to become comfortable and familiar with his presence and how he shows up for you specifically. The next thing after that is that you're going to then, as you are in meditation with him, I do feel like eventually he's going to start to show you things or maybe guide you towards certain things or just like reveal things to you in a meditative state. Because I do see you specifically working with him, Jackie, and it's kind of like almost, I feel so with Archangel Michael, it's interesting. I feel that he has, and maybe you guys can sense this too. I feel like he has this, I don't know, it feels like a warrior like vibe in a way, with his like sword and all those things. And obviously the way that you felt him coming through for you, Jackie, in the dream. But I do feel like there's a sense of, I feel like some souls have a similar vibe like that. Like there's like warrior type, in a way where it's like we're here to bring through this energy, this energy, like this strong, powerful energy. And so I feel like Archangel Michael is coming in to help you develop that within yourself, Jackie. Like that's part of your soul's essence, like has this aspect to it of like very powerful, maybe warrior type of thing, just a lot of this very powerful energy that comes through. And I feel like Archangel Michael is helping you to develop that. And like I said, it all starts with the meditation and connecting with his energy and just feeling his presence and then allowing that to develop as you go through. Okay. Okay. I hope that helps. Let me see. So then I said, Sophia is next. I often experience dark interferences when it comes to using my psychic gifts. How can I stop that? Okay. The most important thing, the first thing is going to be for you to clear your energy. And also, I feel connecting with the angels first and like calling on the angels in to support you. I actually feel the Herschel angel Alexandra as the one who's coming forward for you, Sophia. So if you're not familiar with Alexandra, I have some videos on my YouTube channel about her. I think if you just go to my channel and search Alexandra, you'll see all the videos where she's come through or where I talk about her. So you can learn more about her there. But I do feel like there's a sense of clearing your energy first and foremost, like bringing in this divine white light with Alexandra to support you. But then also it does feel like specifically having a direct connection with Alexandra and focusing on that first and foremost. And as you focus on that with her specifically, like there's just this one clear direction with Alexandra, then it's also, again, working with her to begin to create a energetic boundary. And I've found this before, and I've seen this with people that sometimes people and their gifts are just so open in whatever way that there's no boundary in a way. It's just like anything and everything. And that's where the interferences come in. So what you want to do is as you start to work with this angelic energy too, it'll start to shift your frequency. And for you too, it's a practice of what divine energies you're calling on. And then also that, like I said, like that boundary of I'm only connecting with the angels. Like that's it. Just angelic energy, angel or beings of divine light and love, and that's just what it is. And but like I said, it feels like the first thing that she wants you to do is just really focus on the connection between you and her. Just that. Just this. And then as that gets stronger, the rest will fall into place as well. But that's where it starts. That's where I see you starting with that, Sophia. Okay. Let me see. Okay. I'm just gonna scroll up because I'm sure that I missed people from up here. Let me see here. Okay, because people ask questions from way up here. So let me scroll back up. I see Megan asking a question. What angels can help me do grid work in Los Angeles and Cali areas? I've been called to help the ley lines to help bring unity consciousness on the earth. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. So when it comes to the angels that are supporting you, I feel Archangel Metatron, I feel Archangel Ariel, and I also feel Archangel Gabriel as the ones that are coming in, Megan, to support you with that work. And thank you for doing that work. That is so powerful and so beautiful. Yeah, thank you. I love it. Okay, let me see. It's me, SJ. Which archangel shall I be connecting with during this time? Archangel Samuel is the one who is coming forward for you, SJ. Okay, let's scroll back down. Um, okay, let me see. Okay, Erica, let me see here. So, I don't know what to do for a living. Am I a healer? Am I a tarot reader? Am I a content creator? Should I work on Earth School? I'm having a crisis of faith, which makes me sad. Okay, it's all good. I've had many, many of those types of experiences in this journey. Like, and not even the most recent one wasn't even that long ago. Okay, it was a couple years ago. So I get you. I totally hear you. It's totally normal to have that experience because there's just so much, right? Like there's so much that you're able to bring through. There's so much that is that the world needs. That's kind of like, where do we start? And I feel your seraphim angels coming forward for you, by the way, Erica. Okay. So your seraphim angels are coming in, and I do feel like they are actually bringing in, I feel a sense of like a lot of your energy kind of like up here, right? Like in the higher realms. And I do feel like your seraphim angels are coming in and they're kind of pulling you back down a little bit. I feel like they're coming in and first of all supporting you with coming in and feeling a bit more grounded, a bit more grounded within yourself, grounded in your truth, grounded in who you are. And I feel like that's the first step for you, is really just focusing on this sense of like, let me ground into this. Let me ground into who I am. Let me come back here in the sense, because yeah, when we're up here, we have so much awareness and so much like ideas and so many things that can happen. And then we get stuck and frozen in like, I don't know what to do. So let me just not do anything. So I feel that is the first thing that your seraphim angels are bringing to you, is a groundedness in that sense. Okay. Then when it comes to the work and like what you're doing for a living and what is wanting to come through you at this time, I feel like it's like a question of what is going to create a I'm trying to find the right words of like what I'm sensing with this energy, because it's coming through as like a sense in the energy, but it's almost like what is going to create a, not a ripple, but it's almost like, like question the status quo in a way. You know what I mean? Because I feel with your energy, there is this leadership, and the leadership means that you have to, you're breaking the mold. You're not fitting into what is like here. So in the sense of like, let's say tarot reader, right? That feels more like I'm just going to kind of be here in what already is. So I see you being in a sense of like, what is different? What is something that no one has seen before? What is something that is bringing in new paradigm? What is something that is sparking, igniting something within people, right? Like this more like igniting something. And what is more of that leadership? What is calling you forward into more of a leadership role versus just kind of like settling? So for sure, the tarot reader thing feels more of like a settling thing, versus what is between content creator, Earth School, or anything else that might come through. What is the thing that feels like it is like sparking or reigniting? And I feel just focusing on that one thing too is going to be helpful for you. So if you've been focusing on many different projects and different things and all that, I do feel like there's a sense your seraphim angels are like, let's ground you, focus you down, and focus on this thing, and then bringing through that energy of leadership to you. And that's probably why your seraphim angels are the ones who are coming in to support you, because they are bringing in that like who you are as a healer and the leader that you are from that sense. You know what I mean? And then bringing that through. And what is this like paradigm shifting work that wants to come through you? Okay. That is what I see for you, Erica. So I hope that's helpful. And yeah, you're ready. You're ready for this. I love I'm just looking at what you were saying here. Yeah, safe. Yeah, I love it. Thank you so much. You are so welcome. Um, yes, you're so welcome. So good. That's so wild. I'm just seeing Mimi, your comment. Keep hearing this message. So weird. I came on right as you were saying this. Oh my gosh. Well, That means it's for you too. It means it's for you too. And then yeah, Alyssa, for your question, I do have a video about seraphim angels. So again, like Google it or not Google it. Search it on my channel. If you Google seraphim angels, you're gonna find a lot of weird things. Search it on my channel, and I have a video that explains more about seraphim angels. It's one of the things that we talk about inside of the healer program. Also, so if anyone is just joining in and you're just tuning into all the things that we're talking about, I'm just going to say this again one more time, real quick. The link is in the chat, the pinned comment. But if you are on this path and you're wanting to learn more about this work that we're talking about here, about being a leader, a paradigm shifter, about, you're someone who knows that you're here to bring through something, even if you don't know exactly what it is, even if you're not quite sure what it looks like, the healer program is going to lead you through that process. The thing that you know for sure is that you're here for something more and that you feel guided and connected to the angels and that you're wanting to deepen that connection with them to support you in your purpose and in who you are as a healer. If you're wanting to discover what that looks like for you as a healer, the healer program is for you. Okay. And we're starting next week. So I cannot wait. I cannot wait to get started with the next cohort. All right. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Got to download with the word Seraphim Angels about a month ago and wasn't sure. Yes, go check out the video that I have here on this channel and you'll learn more about that. Okay. So, let's do these last couple questions here and then that'll be our time today. Time just goes by so fast when we're doing this. Okay. So, naturally, Nadine, I know I have some sort of spiritual gift. How can I strengthen this safely? What angels or light beings are with me or can I call on right now? Okay. So, when it comes to the angels and the divine energies that are with you, I feel Archangel Haniel as the one who's coming forward for you. I do also feel like you have a personal angelic guide who's coming through. So, I feel her presence is also another female energy that's coming through very strongly that is supporting you. So, Archangel Haniel, and then your personal, we'll just call her like a personal guardian angel type of. That's what it feels like to me. This angelic guide who's coming in. So that's the first thing for you to know is that you have these two divine beings that are supporting you. And when it comes to, some sort of spiritual gift, how can I strengthen this safely? So the first thing that I would suggest when it comes to, and it kind of depends what specifically, like when it comes to whatever sort of gift that you're referring to, but when it comes to your connection, the most important thing is that you continue to practice that particular connection. So one of the things that I always teach people when it comes to developing their clairs and their ability and their channeling is I say to them, lean into the one that is the strongest, the one that you feel the most when you're meditating or what's coming through, what's being shown to you, because that's the one that is naturally open already. And that's what's going to continue to support you when you open up your other clairs. And so working with these two angels that are coming in for you, you can use that specific way in which you're connecting to work with those angels. And so that's a way that can create that sense of safety because you are now directing and calling which angelic being you're working with rather than just being like, okay, whatever spirit wants to show me, like that feels very like, like, I don't know, I don't know what I'm going to get versus here, you're specific, you're calling on Archangel Haniel, you're calling on your guardian angel who's coming in. And so you're directing the energy in that way and helping you to practice and strengthen that connection and strengthen how it's showing up for you, which is then going to give you the confidence to be able to expand from there. Okay. So I hope that's helpful for you, Nadine. But that's super exciting. I love that so much for you. Okay, let me see. Let me see. So then, Dennis, hi, Christina. I've been your follower for a while now. You were brought to me at the right time when I started feeling the energy of the angels. Yay! I'm so glad. I love that. Lately, I've been having a huge problem with my finances. What's the current message from the angels for me? My main archangel is Archangel Michael. So, okay. So when it comes to that aspect and Archangel Michael, I feel him coming forward so strong right away. And so he's coming forward. I do also feel Archangel Ariel as another angel who's coming forward to support you. And I feel like through this, we'll say, challenge that you're going through, there's a opportunity. It feels like a shift in terms of the, we'll say, paradigm that you've been operating in. And there's a shift in terms of, like, let's say you've been operating from a certain lens or a certain perspective. It feels like with this, it's it's creating a shift in terms of how, what frequency you are embodying and what frequency you're connected to when it comes to the truth and the reality of your finances, and what that means in terms of how you view yourself and the abundant being that you truly are. And just like, there's a lot, this is like a whole masterclass, a whole course in this. But as a brief thing, I feel like what the core of this message is that it's, even though right now it feels challenging, it feels like it's an opportunity, and looking at it as an opportunity of how am I being called to shift out of old paradigm thinking and how I operated with money into the new paradigm of thinking and operating with money, and how you are calling it in, or how you are in connection with it, how you are in relationship to it. So it feels like it's an overhaul, so to speak, to help you to focus in on this so that you can bring through the highest, purest, most potent frequency when it comes to finances, when it comes to abundance, when it comes to all of that. And so knowing that now, from that, like that it's a shift in that energy from which you're operating, you can ask the angels, Michael and Ariel, who are the ones who came through for you, to help guide you and to help and to support you. And okay, show me what the shift is. Help me. I'm ready to fully surrender into that. Show me what my next step is. And then moving through in that way. Okay. So I hope that's helpful. I hope that's supportive. Okay, that was the last question. I could answer questions all day long, but that is the time that we have today. You are so welcome. Thank you so much. You're the best. You're so sweet. I love this so much. This is so much fun. This is why I like to do this. This is why I do this inside of my membership group called the Angels Guild. But what I want to say as we kind of, before we sign off, as we wrap this up, is first of all, thank you all so much for being a part of this. And like I warned you guys at the beginning, I won't be able to get to every single person's question. But this was so great. And definitely, hopefully you're on the email list, or hopefully you're subscribed to this channel so that you can continue to be notified when these special live calls are happening. The other thing, like I said, is that once again, if anyone missed this at the beginning, the healer program is now open. If you want to learn how to channel, if you want to learn how to connect with the angels, if you want to be guided on your path and your journey and your purpose as a healer, that is the place for you. The details are in the pinned comment. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. But this was so much fun. I cannot wait to do this again sometime. Oh my gosh, you guys are amazing. Sending you so much love. Oh, yay. Oh, I just love your comments. You guys are so incredible. I'm so grateful to just have this amazing community. You guys are amazing. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you have the most amazing rest of your day. Have a beautiful, beautiful weekend, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye.